Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this lab, let us see how to perform actions on S3 by using EC2. Now I connected to my EC2 Linux server. You can see now from this, by using commands, what I'm expecting is I'm expecting to perform actions which are possible on S3. Let's say I want to create a bucket. So for that, I'm just taking a bucket name because I use that bucket name many times. So that's why I'm taking the bucket name here. Let's say my bucket name I want to put as SS1, 2. So like this, I want to put differently. Now let's see this bucket name is saved in bucket. Let's see this data is saved in this variable or not by using echo command. This echo command is basically used to print the data. So let's see. You can see it was printed. That means this variable holds dollar represents value of this variable. Echo represents print statement. You can assume like that. So now this bucket name holds this value. So that's why it printed this. Now what I'm expecting is I am expecting to create a bucket with a name this. So for that, in order to create a bucket with this bucket name, you need to write a command that is AWS S3 space make bucket, that is MB. What is that? In order to create a bucket, you need to use the command in AWS, that is AWS S3 MB, that is make bucket. So where you are expecting to create under S3 colon double slash with this bucket name. So dollar bucket underscore name. So in place of bucket name, I got this. So if this name is unique and still globally there is no existing buckets with this bucket name, then only my bucket will be created. Otherwise, I got some error. So let's run it. You can see make bucket. Our bucket is created successfully. You can see our bucket is created successfully in AWS S3. Now I have successfully created my bucket. Now what I'm expecting is I'm expecting to move my data from this Linux EC2 instance to S3. So for that, first I need some data in this Linux, right? Yes. So currently I'm not having any data. You can see I'm listing all. So in this, I have some folders. So now I'm expecting to clear this. You can see the whole screen is cleared. Now what I'm expecting is I want to create a folder. Inside that folder, I want to create multiple files and I am expecting to upload those files to S3. So let's see that process. Now currently I'm expecting to create a folder. So for that mkdir, that is make directory. So since it is a folder, I would like to put the folder name as folder 1. So I'm just entered this. Let us see that folder is present or not. For that, just type ls. This is nothing but list your folders. You can see my folder is visible. Now I want to move into that folder, and inside that folder, I'm expecting to create multiple files. For that, to move into that folder, you can use this command, that is change directory. So whatever folder you want to move, that folder name you can write. So here I created folder with folder 1 name. In real time, you have folders with any names. Whatever you prefer, that names you can choose. So I just moved into my folder. Now what I'm expecting is, I am expecting to create some files in this folder. So let's say I'm expecting to create parallelly 20 files. So for that, I know the command to generate 1 to 20 numbers. Serially write 1 to 20 numbers. This command, so till now we have written serial write 1 to 20. This generates you numbers from 1 to 20. Okay. So now what I'm expecting is I'm expecting to create files by using those numbers like file 01, file 02, file 03, from there to file 01 to file 20. So from file 1 to file 20, I want to create 20 files. So by using this command. So let's see how to create it. So for that, we have a tool. Now we already generated a sequence of numbers from 1 to 20 by using this. And now I'm writing X arcs. So this is the tool where you can able to run your work parallelly. And this percentile indicates one value. Each and every time, this percentile holds one value each and every time. Now I am expecting to write some random data into my files. So in order to write some random data into my files, I need to use some random data, right? So that random data I have present in slash slash dev slash u random. So this will generate me some random data. And what I'm expecting to put the data inside files, right? Yes. Now I am expecting to write my data in output files. OF indicates output files with a file name is file percentile. In this percentile, I have already told you, you got sequence numbers from 1 to 20. So like that, you will generate files from 1 to 20 and this data will be moved to this. And we also have chance to specify what is the block size. By using BS, we can able to specify the block size. I'm expecting to write up to 512 KB. So I'm writing BS is equals to 512K. And I am even writing my count is equals to 1 to write only once. So here I am writing DD also. Now let us enter and see we got this generates 20 files or not. So you can see this ran successfully. Now I am checking whether 20 files are created or not by using list command. You can see ls. So I used this. So by using this command, you can see file 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So like that, you can see up to 20. You can see up to 20 files are generated here. Now I am expecting to move these files to S3. So I have successfully generated my 20 files by using the command in Linux. Now what I'm expecting is I am expecting to move all these files to S3. So how is it possible? So for that we have multiple commands. Let's say you want to copy only a single file to S3. So then you need to use AWS S3 space CP space what is your source file that you want to copy to S3 that you need to provide. So let's say I want to copy file 1. File 1 I want to copy. So I'm writing this is the file 01. Since I am present in the same location, in the current location I have file 01. I want to copy into S3 bucket. So that's why I've written like this. And so this is the source and where you want to copy. So from which source you want to copy and to where you want to copy, in that order you need to provide. So now I've provided the source and destination is S3 bucket, right? So I'm providing S3 colon double slash dollar my bucket name, bucket underscore name. This variable holds my bucket name. You can see previous command. In previous commands, I've provided that bucket name. Now I'm just clicking on enter. So you can see one file got uploaded, right? Yes. So let's say I want to upload these all files. Let's see how to upload these many multiple files to S3. So in order to upload these many multiple files to S3, you can use the same above command. And in place of here, you can simply write dot. This dot represents current folder. This dot represents current folder files. All files you will get from here, dot. So I'm just clicking on enter. So you're getting an invalid length argument parameter key. This single copy command is used to copy only single file from your source to destination. You cannot copy multiple files by using this copy command. Now, what I'm expecting? I'm expecting to copy my data, that is multiple files from my source to, from my EC2, Linux EC2 instance to S3. Then how is it possible for me, sir? You can I use this copy command, CP command multiple times? Yes. You can use manually multiple times, and you can upload one by one file, or else you can even use loops, for loops, to move all these files to S3. By using for loops, you can do it. So let's say I don't know loops as well. Now I am expecting to move or copy all my files from my source to destination. I want to copy in less time and with in parallel mode. So in that case, you have an option that is sync. So by using this sync command, AWS S3 sync command, you can able to copy, or you can able to copy multiple files from your source to destination or destination to source. So for that, AWS S3 sync dot represents current folder. So what is our current folder? Folder 1. In that, whatever the content is there, whatever the files is there, those all will be indicated by using this dot. So AWS S3 sync dot represents current folder files. So all files are represented as of my source, and to where you are expecting to move, to my bucket, to my S3 bucket. So that you need to provide here. S3 colon / dollar my bucket underscore name. If you enter this, then you can see all your other files will be uploaded. You can even observe your files are not uploaded in order. So first 2 will be uploaded, then 3 will be uploaded, then 6 will be uploaded. You can see 4 also will be uploaded in middle. So like that, all the files will be uploaded successfully to your S3 bucket. How can I able to check what are the files which are present in my S3 bucket, sir? So in order to check, you need to use the same command, AWS S3 space ls to list. So ls space. So under S3, what is your bucket name? So that you need to put here. So you can see I'm getting all my files. So you can see from file 1 to file 20. So I have 20 files. All my files will be loaded to S3. All my files will be moved to S3. Now let's say I want to copy. I want to copy my files from S3 to this Linux EC2 instance. Now how to do that, sir? So in order to do that, now to observe the result, I'm expected to create one more new folder, and there I'm expected to check whether all the files will be moved or not. So for that, I'm creating one more folder, mkdir folder 1.1. So this folder 1.1 is present where? Inside my folder 1. So I'm just moving into there, cd folder 1.1. Actually, this folder 1.1 is also listed. You can see that. Yeah. So now I'm just moving into it. So I'm just entering. You can see I have entered into this folder. Now let us list and see whether it has any files. No, it does not have any files. Now I'm expecting to copy all my files from S3 bucket to here. So for that, how we can able to do? So for that, AWS S3 space you can even use sync command. So you can use sync from what is your source that you need to specify at first, dollar bucket underscore name. And what is your destination? Your destination is your current folder, right? So that's why I'm specifying dot. So let's enter. You can see all the files got downloaded. So let's list and see whether I got the files. Yes, I got all the files, right? Yes. Now I don't want these files in my Linux machine, so I'm just deleting this. So rm indicates your Linux command to delete your files. Star indicates all files, or else you can also represent file star. So by using this, it can able to delete all the files which are starting with this prefix and this star as your ending. Star means a wild character. It may be anything. Now I'm just entering. You can see all my files will be deleted. Let's list and check whether any files are there. No, nothing files are there. Now I'm just moving back to my folder. My folder 1 to folder 1.12 folder. So now I'm expecting to delete this folder 1 as well. For that, rmdir is the command to remove your directory. And what is your folder that or directory that you want to remove? Folder 1.1. Now I'm just entered. So our folder 1.1 got deleted. If you want to check, then you can able to list and check whether that folder is there or not. So you can see that folder is not visible here. That means our folder got deleted successfully, which is present inside your folder 1. So now we have successfully moved our data parallelly to S3 bucket by using the sync command, and we even downloaded all the files from S3 to here, any local directory by using this sync command. So I hope you understood this, how to move your data, either single file or multiple files to S3, and how to move your data from S3 to your Linux or any instance by using Linux command. Now, where my files I have stored in S3 bucket, directly I have stored in my S3 bucket. Now, what I'm expecting is I want to create or else I want to move the present. I want to move all my present files which are present in my S3 bucket to subfolder. Like I want to create a sync subfolder, and in that subfolder, I want to move all the files which are present in this bucket. So in order to do that, so you need to write a command AWS S3 space move. In order to move, you have an option that is by using this mv command, you can able to move. So let's say you got a doubt in between writing the command, then you can use this help command. AWS in Linux, you can use help command. AWS space S3 space mv indicates move. If you have a doubt, then you can write help command and just enter, so that it will show you the functionality of that help command. You can see, so whatever the options available, whatever the things you can able to do with it. So currently I'm moving back. For that, you can click on Control Z, so that it will be moved back. Now I want to move right. So AWS space S3 space, what is my source? My S3 bucket. So inside my S3, so whatever the bucket name I have, so from there I want to move to a folder that is inside sync folder. I want to move. So all the files which are present in my S3 bucket name, I want to move it to S3 bucket. Inside that, I want to create a sync folder. So inside that sync folder, I want to. So I am moving all my files which are present on my bucket name to a sync folder I am creating inside my bucket name. So inside that I am moving. So bucket name, here you need to write. So in order to get the bucket name in place of this here. So you can see everything will be moved inside that. So even you can list and check whether the data is moved successfully or not. AWS S3 space ls space S3 Now I want to check my bucket. So in my bucket, do I have any files? Yes, I have some files are there in my bucket. This move command is actually used to move your data from one folder to another folder in your S3 bucket, not directly from your S3 bucket to one folder. You can able to move. So here you have observed, right? In practically, we cannot able to move our data from directly from S3 bucket to another folder by using MV command. If you want to move, then you need to use, you can able to move only from one folder to another folder by using MV command. In this way, we can able to use, we can able to connect from our EC2 Linux instance to directly S3 in our real time scenario as well, in real time projects as well, and we can able to implement these commands in order to upload your data, that is multiple files to S3 bucket, or else you can able to download multiple files from S3 bucket to your EC2 instance by using these commands. So I hope you understood this video and you understood the lab that we done today. And thanks for watching. I hope this video is contentful. If you feel this video is contentful and you got to learn some commands, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Feel free to learn some more commands which are available for you in many open sources. So thanks for watching again.